guys, this is my first video in my stash kit series where I made a kit from my own stash. So I am jumping in and doing my first page, and I'm just picking out some papers that I'm going to use with this 4x4 photo of my son. It was from ages ago, like he's only tiny. I can't even remember when it was taken. So yeah, I picked some more of the muted colours, and also the paper I'd put in that was just like a frame. I'd cut the middle out, so I'm going to use that to frame the edges of my layout. So I'm cutting down this white piece of cardstock because I know that I'm going to stick that down and sew the edges. Went a little bit out of focus there, sorry. Sometimes my camera does weird things with the autofocus, and then sometimes autofocus just decides not to work, so I apologise. So yeah, I wasn't actually sure where I was going with this layout. I just knew that I wanted to do some clustering and a lot of layers. So that's a very typical style of mine. So this is like probably my go-to layout design, if anything. I wanted to use one of the Wonder tassels that I put in the kit. I absolutely am obsessed with these tassels that are being released. I have the ones from the Confetti range, and also the ones coming out from the new Make Your Home Shine collection to die for, and I need like 1 million packets of those. They are amazing. So now I've got my EK Success powder tool out, and I'm applying powder to the back of these wood veneer pieces from the Confetti line, but I wanted the word happy, but I wanted to be able to move it around, so I needed to take the sticky off the back. And so this is a great tool to have in your supplies if you want to move things around a little bit before you commit to sticking them down. And I find that with these type of things like the chipboards or the veneers, they don't particularly adhere well anyway, so you have to add glue regardless, so it's not going to matter. So I've got that all there. I'm just pulling out pieces that I think I want to use. Not sure what direction I'm going in, just getting things out ready. That's how I tend to work. So you'll see, sorry, I've got a bit of a sniffly nose at the moment. I've just got over a cold, but I've still got a runny nose. So I've got these doilies, and they are from Studio Calico, and I've never found doilies that are like them. They are just fine and delicate and really nice to work with. They add a really nice texture behind layers, and they just, like, for me, they tend to finish off the page. So I really like using those, and now I'm just going through my stash, try and find, this is a little bowl of like things that I put in the kit. So as you can see, I did put a lot of embellishments and a lot of things in the kit, but I've already made 4, and as I record the voiceover for this video, I've made four layouts, and I've still got tons left. So I think I'm probably going to be able to get about 15 layouts at least out of the kit before I get bored. So that'll be really good productive wise, because it means that I am getting in there and using my stash up. So I do plan to do this again. I'll probably upload and try and finish this kit before the end of October, and then do another stash kit in November. So I may do this as a monthly series on my YouTube channel, I hope. And it's also a great way for me to get more videos filmed, because if I have a kit to work from, it's a lot easier for me to get things done quicker. So I'll be able to get a lot more process videos done, which means you get to see more of my work, which I hope you enjoy watching. So now I'm using this plane. It's got like little paper planes on it, which, not that you can really see the way I've used it, but I think it's from Dear Lizzy. And then I used a Studio Calico Project Life card just as a layer, which is, I think, something I'm going to do a lot more of, using the Project Life cards as layers behind photos, because I have so many of them and they're never going to get used in Project Life spreads. Like, well, they are, but they're not that many. So I need to use them more often on layouts as well. So I need to plan to find coordinating cards when I'm making layouts. So I'm just like doing my layers now. I don't cut them with a trimmer, I just cut them with scissors, so they're not even, but that's fine. I'm just layering them how I want them and then working out where I'm going to place my title, I think. And I'm not sure if I sew around the edges of this layout on camera or if I do it off camera. I'm not actually sure. But I'm using this Heidi Swap mist, and it is, I'm not sure what the colour's called, but I do have it here on my desk, so I'll have a look. It's called Butter, and it comes in a 3-pack that she just released with like a bright pink and a navy colour called Peacock. But I didn't do mist dots for once, I actually sprayed it, and at first I wasn't happy with it. It made the page really wet, but I think I sprayed too close, to be honest, but I got the really vibrant colour with a lot of shine to it, so I was happy in the end. Now it's dried, it's actually sort of, I find with the Heidi Shine, or Heidi Colour Shine, whatever it's called, that it tends, when it dries, it is a little bit more dull than when you first spray it. So now I'm just adding some bits and pieces to the corner. My favourite thing to do is to cluster. I love to tuck things in and behind. So these little flowers, I think, are from Poolside, and there's a feather from Journey and a silhouette cut. So I'm adding the tassel in. Nothing is stuck down. I do this quite a lot. I very rarely stick as I go. I tend to place things down, and it's absolutely horrific to try and pick it all up and stick it. So I'm working on that, trying to get a bit more confident with just being able to stick things down without worrying where they're going. I'm not very good at doing that, so we'll see. Once I'm happy with things, I will stick them down. I'm using, what is this called? Liquid Glass, and it's from Close to My Heart. It's their version of Glossy Accents. The only thing I find is that the bottle does get clogged like Glossy Accents, so I'm looking forward to getting my new fine line bottles, which I'm going to pour that into, which will alleviate that problem because it has a little pin that goes inside the little tube. So I'm hoping that fixes that. So I've just adhered my photo and my layers behind it on some 3D foam tape, which I have reacquainted my love for. I didn't use it for a long time, and now I've started using it again, and I'm sort of addicted. So I need to get some more, but I have noticed that a lot of people are using the fun foam, or just the foam sheets that you can get from the craft department in your, well, in Australia you could probably get it from Spotlight or a cheap store. So I need to get some of that because I'm going through foam tape like crazy. Now I am attaching my tassel with a tiny attacher rather than gluing. So I don't know what exactly I was doing just there. I also used one of these, the black chalkboard label is actually from the Project Life chalkboard value kit, I think, but it has a different texture to the DIY shop chalkboard labels, and it's harder to write on, so I don't really like it as much, and I wish I'd gone with one of the DIY shop ones. But anyway, it's all good. So now, as you can see, I've got a little cluster of embellishments. I'm just trying to tuck in and now I'm going to add the second bit of my title, which is Happy Boy. I'm pretty sure this photo was taken maybe at Easter time, I think. It's hard to remember back to when some photos were taken. He looks pretty young in that photo though, so I can only assume. I probably could look back and find out the date, but I'm particularly lazy with that kind of thing, so oops. Now I'm just adding the little offcut of that Project Life card that I used, and I'm adding that as a layer behind there, and adding that wood veneer heart that I got out at the start. Just adding adhesive to everything. I was watching a process video by Adele last night, and she was saying how she needs to go to Adherers Anonymous. That's really hard to say. And I must admit that I have been particularly bad at using a lot of adhesive lately, because it is really bad when you look through your older albums and things have fallen off, and it's super annoying, and you can't be bothered going back to stick them down. Well, I know I can't, because I've already done the layout. I don't have to go back and fix it. Now I'm adding some tiny word stickers from the Craft Market line. I have like heaps of packets of these, but I'm going through them. I'm trying to get them used up because I know with the hot trendy product that it's only fun for so long and then something new comes out. So I'm trying to have the motto of using things now, which is why these stash kits are so good, because you can actually get things used up without just worrying about one collection. Like I know I see a lot of videos on YouTube of people like they've got a new collection so they're just using that, but I find that this is fun because I get to combine lots of collections and things that I've had laying around. So it's a mixture of old and new, which is something that I really like to do. So now I've got my favourite Heidi Swap Black Velvet Colour Shine, just to add some mist dots there, something a little bit extra. And now these are the Wonder Glitter Shapes, and I'm just tucking some in behind the photo. So as you can see, I did a whole lot of clustering with embellishments. I probably over embellished, but that's alright. So now I'm sticking down my tartar with the liquid glass so that that won't move. So one good thing about this is the bottle does get clogged, but it is a fantastic adhesive and it will stick forever. So I know that once this is stuck, it's stuck, which is great. I don't think I put some on the thickers, which is weird because I normally would, but that's... I might have done it after I stopped filming. So now I'm just writing on this blackboard label with my white Signo pen, and I did find that it was particularly hard to write on as opposed to the normal ones I write on, because it had like a textured surface, which is unusual and yeah, more difficult to write on. So I took some time to write slowly because I had to let like the ink come out of the pen slowly as it was writing. It was particularly annoying, but that's alright. I got my journaling down. I can't even remember what I wrote now, but that's pretty much the page done, I think. I'm not sure what else. Oh, I'm adding a phrase roller, which is probably La La I Love You, because I've been using that one over and over again. Oh, no, it's not. It says Picture Perfect, I think, and This Moment. So that's an October afternoon stamp. So that's the layout done. I really hope you enjoyed this process video, and I'll be back because I know I've got 3 more films. So I'll be back soon to share those and hopefully some more layouts as I create them. And I hope you're enjoying this little YouTube series that I've put together to get my stash used up. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!